Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo, and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim sauce with the awesome bay, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. We got a special treat in store today. We are up in Delray Beach, Deck 84, with the legendary, the man, the myth, and the legend. But he's no myth. He's actually here, Burt Rapoport.
He's no legend either.
He is no stranger to the Lunchbox either.
Very indiscreet. He's sitting at the bar. I'm just sitting there kind of waiting for everybody to show up, and I'm looking and going, that's Burt over there. The man owns the place. It's
Getting a free lunch.
He keeps a low profile, but he is a very, very high-powered individual in the world of South Florida restaurants. The history going way back. Well, let me just start by saying welcome back to the show. It's
Thanks,
always
Mike.
good to see you.
You too.
How have things been?
Things have been great. We're here.
Yeah. You're
On
open and
this
people are
side.
here.
Yeah.
Defo, and you doing okay today?
Couldn't be better. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. Did a little walk of life. It was very nice. I thought it was going to be colder outside, so I wore a sweatshirt, sweated my brains out. Came here, and delightful ride. Always love coming to Delray Beach. And I don't know that you could find a better spot, really, to sit down, have lunch, or a couple of cocktails, and visit with people or friends. Deck 84, really one of the most appealing and accommodating places that you could find anywhere. And I was jealous of Burt because he was eating a salad that looked absolutely scrumptious.
What were you dining on today? Was one of your house specialty salads?
It's
Or?
just a southwestern chicken salad.
Okay, don't
Yeah.
say just. It's a pretty,
You know,
like a pretty
It's a nice
intricate,
salad.
nicely put together salad. And believe me,
So-
I'm a man who could use a few salads.
looks like you had a few.
I have. Well, yeah, we were talking before the show since I last seen you.
Before and after pictures are
Yeah.
remarkable.
I
They really
will.
are, yeah.
You can see on some of the commercials that we run during the show. I used to look. It was somewhere between the Goodyear and the Hindenburg.
You were
but,
getting up there. I mean, we were going
Yeah.
to match you with Butterbean Ash in a 4-rounder, I think.
Yeah.
One of the preliminaries
Although
before a
I,
big fight.
I remember the before. So
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's one of the hazards. I don't know how you stay so rail thin. You look like a one iron. You are just. How have you done that all these years? All these restaurants, all those tastings.
well, I lost 10 pounds in the last 3 months.
Oh wow!
Wow.
My doctor said, I went for my annual physical, and he said, well, you need to give up dairy and you need to give up gluten.
Oh, jeez.
Why?
And I was waiting for him to say, if you give up alcohol, I said, you're fired. I'm
Find
finding
another doctor. Yeah.
I
That's
said-
right.
I
You
said,
could live without the
gluten
gluten.
and dairy I
You
could
can
live
live
with,
without the milk and the ice cream, but don't touch my beer and wine.
But I just, the weight just came right off.
Oh wow, that's good.
I'm okay with it.
But it's
yeah.
intent that you don't. Well, all right. I guess you listen to your doctor. That's it.
Yeah.
As opposed to Defo. Do you listen to your doctor?
You know, it's funny. I've canceled, like I said, a couple of appointments. I'm going to go tomorrow, though. And,
Okay.
hopefully I'll be listening when they give me the 3 words for the cognitive test so I don't look like a fool when I can't remember any of them 10 minutes later. Yeah.
Problem, Bert, with my doctor. He's a foodie, and he knows what I do for a living. So he spends the first 5 minutes lecturing me how I got to stop eating and how fat I am, and then he spends the next 20 minutes talking about what's the new good restaurants in town, and then we compare notes.
So I have a motivation to do it because I have like 500 bottles of wine in my cellar.
Oh, wow.
And my worst nightmare is,
Right.
I die from
You
this.
kick off and you have all the.
And my wife goes on her next date. Some guy walks into my house and says, "Man, look at this
Well, you have
great
to make
wine."
arrangements. To
One man
bequeath-
gathers what another man spills.
Exactly.
You need to
Grateful Dead,
bequeath
yeah.
it to a wine lover who will, take good care of it. Not that I'm angling for anything, but it's one of those. I remember that reminds me of a story that the late great Jim Murray, who is the sports columnist,
Amazing,
extraordinaire
LA Times,
at
yeah.
LA Times. He was asked about, like, do you store up some columns just to have in the can in case, like, somebody calls you for a, great golf outing at Bel Air or something like? He goes, no, I never write anything and put it in the can, because what if I die one ahead?
Best description ever by Jim Murray. He described time in Minnesota as a curveball with legs.
So the occasion we're here today to celebrate, besides it's always great to just get out here in this beautiful, now that the season is here, weather on the Intracoastal Deck 84, right here on Atlantic Avenue. Before you get to the Intracoastal, I believe it's what, 840 East Atlantic. But this place has had what's known as staying power. You guys are celebrating your 15th anniversary
Mazel tov.
this
That's
month,
amazing.
and you're having some celebrations next week. Can you, first of all, congratulations, Mazel tov. How do you equate restaurant years to like dog years in South Florida?
Your friend Steve Dickenstein does that.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
He says, Burt, you're 105.
Oh, Dickstein, there's a name. I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, congratulations. Just what do you, I guess, attribute the staying power and popularity to the Deck 84?
Well, the location has a lot to do
Yes.
with it. You know, just being on the water.
Yep.
You know, there aren't too many restaurants on the water. There's certainly very few that go out of business. You have to really work hard at screwing it up.
What about the place across the street?
Yeah, they screwed it up.
That one,
They've
they've
managed
managed
to
to
board it
screw-
up, Burt.
They've managed to screw that
Yeah.
place up like 4 times in a row, and I guess, but yeah. So even with the waterfront advantage,
Yeah.
you still have to have good food, good service, hospitality.
You know, people ask me all the time, you know, have you stayed in business so long in South Florida? And I just say it's our culture. And, you know, when you think of culture, you know, you always think of Miami Heat down here.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what culture to me is, it's a sum of your values, your standards, and your accountability. And I've had the same culture since we opened our first restaurant in Dadeland Mall back in 1979.
Wow.
And we build it into our teams, and that's what I think keeps us in the game.
So
It helps to have great marketing also.
on the side. But yes, when you talk about culture, again, it's finding the right people, right? It's all about this business. Yeah, food is important, but it's about finding the right people who are
Yeah.
good, are fits, right?
Yeah, well, the culture makes us look at the profile of the people that we want here. It's like the first thing with our employees that we look at is that, are you on time and in uniform?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
that's a good
the
place
On
to start.
time is a big
It's
part
a good place to start.
Yeah,
of the whole restaurant business, because people, and I don't know if you found that, I've heard a lot of complaints from younger, newer restaurateurs just saying the labor market these days, people forget about calling out. They don't even bother to pick up a phone and call out. They just don't show up. And then, it's have you been finding that, or at your culture, they know they can't get away with that?
I mean, there's zero tolerance for that with
Okay.
us. And it goes back to my dad.
Okay.
My dad was an on-time freak to the point where once I had a date and I was bringing her out to dinner with my dad, and we were at that, you might remember it, there was a Chinese restaurant in Pompano Beach back in the 80s. So she says, be there at 5:30. So I said to her, we need to get there at 5:15. We got there at 5:15. They were already on their appetizers.
So forget about the old 5 minutes early is actually on time.
Yeah.
Your dad was 15
15.
to 20. Yeah.
So I just built that, into what I did. The first restaurant I ever managed was in Houston, Texas in 1984. I worked for a chain, a public chain, and they sent me down there, and I had a staff meeting, and I said to them, okay, kids, I want everyone here on time and in uniform. The first Saturday night, I stood at the back door. 5 people showed up late, and I fired off.
Right on.
Really?
It reminds me of
Wow.
a
It's Bill
story.
Parcells.
I was going to say, you're like Shula.
I heard a recent story similar to that. Our friend Kui, who owns Kaizen Sushi in Fort Lauderdale. Well, they have a sister restaurant up in Massachusetts in Sturbridge, Western Mass, and he hadn't been up there in a while. It's 8 years, and he went back. He had to kind of straighten some things out, and he did like the secret boss thing, where the first week he showed up and nobody knew who he was. And he said like 5 people showed up late in those first days, and he fired them all, and he had to hire a whole new staff.
Yeah.
because that's
I remember that night. I waited tables all night. Made a few bucks.
all right. So Deck 84, 15th anniversary. I believe next Wednesday, a week from today, in the afternoon, you're having kind of a big
Yep.
celebration ceremony.
Next Wednesday afternoon from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. To me, it's a reason to celebrate. You know, there are so few occasions that you have to enjoy the good stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, and I said 15 in South Florida, so you missed the bar mitzvah. It's not the sweet 16, but it's the quince. It's the quinceañera
Right.
of Deck 84. So I don't know if you're going to have any flans or tres leches cakes, but
Well, tequila. Does that work?
close enough. But
yeah, so we're going to throw a party, you know, have some drinks. We
Oh,
have a
great.
steel drummer coming in and giving out T-shirts and shots and
shots.
Come on
that's
by.
it. Yeah. And
Sounds like a plan, Aaron.
Yeah, it does.
Exactly.
And I'm always looking for. I used to spend a lot of time up here in Delray. I've not been up here as often, but it seems like, you know, ever changing scene up here. Places come and go. Some of them last, some of them don't. But I think you're one of the longest lasting ones now in town, right?
I could be, you know, I don't really follow it too much, but
Yeah.
you know, I think back on all the restaurants I've owned over the years. There's only 2 restaurants that I've owned longer than 15. And
Oh wow.
Max's Grill, 34 years, and Henry's was 18 years.
Okay. And now your portfolio, you know, I guess you've decided to kind of make things a little bit easier on yourself. So you're overseeing this place and also
Burt and Max.
Burt and Max's, which is out west.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
things going out there?
Good. Yeah, they're doing great.
Okay.
We'll have to do a show out there.
And you still have a
We love
hand
that place.
in the 2 Prezos, right? Which is the concept that you first started, or you know,
Well, not much of a hand, but
Not
just a little
Just a
less than a
passerby.
hand.
Shut of a backhand.
A backhand.
Eddie Pozzoli. He's young and hungry and
Yeah.
ambitious, and he's opening new places every other day. I can't
Yeah.
keep up, but I heard he's opening a hot dog stand in front of the country club there.
Let's go.
No, but again, it's well, have you reached a point in your life where you are ready to just kind of like kick back, or you just need to be involved with a couple of places?
I don't want to be going to the grocery store with my wife every day because I have nothing else to do. But you know, I still like mentoring employees
Yeah.
and being around and the energy of the restaurants and being a part. And I think as long as I could still help a little bit, that'll be good. I'm working about 20 hours a week, and that's
Okay,
good.
that's kind of like me now. I call it semi-retirement. Except my working is I show up, put the headphones on, and I eat. So
That's the job I want.
Look at sort of a job.
Could be
Yeah.
next, yeah.
I don't know, would this concept work at a bar too, or you just go in
yeah,
and drink?
Yeah,
yeah,
It's
well,
not the word. We
Bar
can. We can try it.
you just gave me a brilliant idea, Bert. I got to start a new Facebook group. Let's drink something.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll probably have
I already
remember.
I own the rights to that already. Mayo doesn't know about this.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely be the chief admin.
That's
but
a
then-
concept.
then there'd be a lot of man. You think it's bad on Let's Eat? Imagine getting a bunch of
No
drinkers
God, people who
together.
are drinking.
There won't be any nastiness.
People would be less picky, I think, because they're drunk.
So again, I started reflecting once we started doing this anniversary
Yeah.
about that in 4 years from now, it'll be 50 years since I opened my first
Wow.
restaurant.
God.
Wow, wow,
That
wow.
is a remarkable achievement.
And that is like a goal of mine because my grandfather owned his restaurant in Manhattan for 50 years.
Wow.
He did. Your grandfather?
He
Okay.
did.
Okay.
And that I always admired that.
And that was Rapoport's, or
yeah, Rapoport.
and your dad took
I
over.
used his name. I
Oh,
was
yeah. No, but your dad worked
You're in
with
fine
him.
form today, Bert.
He's good. He's good.
Oh, you know, it's this guava soda.
I don't know what Lubie's drinking. What does he have here?
Oh, yeah, what do you got?
Lubie, what are you
I
drinking?
don't know. It's
Is it-
fun. I just
Oh,
want to bring out
my
My
something fun.
God,
We're
I
at
mean,
Deck 84.
and the mug itself, I mean,
This
it's
looks like a
unbelievable.
classic tiki culture.
It's very
what do you got?
waterfront
there? What do you got
forward.
there, Lubie? Yeah, it's
I'll have to
fruit
ask.
punch. Amber, do you know the name of the drink or?
OG Rum Runner.
Okay.
Very South
Whoa,
Florida.
wow,
Very
wow.
island.
And then
Very
we've
strong,
got
yeah.
some food are going to hit the table.
So
I
Yeah.
think you
food's gonna
over-ordered
hit
here,
the
man.
table. I'm going to let Amber take my seat.
Okay.
All right,
And-
before you go,
Amber, I mean Lauren.
Lauren,
Lauren,
it's
Miss
okay.
Miss
See what
Amber's
happens
over
when you get to
there.
be my age?
That's all right.
I know you got to
Believe
go.
me, we all like that.
Busy man with a busy schedule. I do appreciate you
Look
stopping
at all
by.
this.
But I just wanted to share that, you mentioned that, your family's dairy restaurant, appetizing restaurant in Manhattan was called Rapoport's, and it was known for a long time. It was Rapoport's, there's Ratner's, but I had occasion. I was recently in New York a few weeks ago with Val, and I went into Russ and Daughters, which is a famous place that was on Houston Street, but they opened up a cafe restaurant style place, and I sent you pictures.
Yeah.
And I guess that brought back memories of all the slice. It was beautiful.
Oh,
the
yeah. I
different-
love that stuff.
yeah, but you didn't love the price tag. Well, you were shocked when I told you how much my brunch was.
I was shocked until I went to Joe's last week.
Nice.
That was a shock.
And just, I'll let you go in a second, but just, how do you keep the balance? Because so many places now are having these costs of just doing business have gone way up, and they end up, having to raise the prices to the point where people can't really afford it.
We're really sensitive to that. And at the end of the day, we reduce our profit margins
Oh, really?
to make sure that the perception of value is still there.
Oh,
'Cause
wow.
We're not going to cut quality. We're not going to cut sizes.
No.
We're not going to affect the
look.
employees. And so we make a few less dollars,
Yeah, well,
So it's okay.
Beautiful job. Beautiful job.
and
That's a fantastic
again, you
mentality.
treat your employees well. Again, Burt Rapoport has got Deck 84 celebrating 15 years,
Mazel tov.
approaching
That's amazing.
50 years in the business himself. How many restaurants have you opened and throughout the years?
Throughout the years, over 30.
30,
Jeez.
and
Ooh.
that's
Yeah, all South Florida.
it's
And so in 4 years, put it on your calendar. That's going to be a party, a real party.
all right. Well,
Very
we
nice,
look
very
forward
nice.
to
Hope
getting
to
in
be
there
involved in
and
that.
give regards to Buddha, our man,
Yes.
friend,
Burt Max is
Burt
good man.
Max's, which is out west, just
Yeah.
west of the Turnpike in the
Yes, sir.
Delray
I will.
Marketplace.
It's great seeing you
It is
guys.
great to
Yeah,
see
it's
you.
great seeing you, Bert.
Aroma
Yeah,
unbelievable
great.
on this food.
Defo was a surprise. Do I have to pay extra for him?
No, that's part of the package. It's all good. All right,
I
we're
get
gonna let
paid
you
in booze.
duck out. Why don't we
It's
bring in
great.
Lauren right now? We won't have to take the break for a little bit because we started a little bit on the later side. So we welcome now to the Lunchbox, the great general manager
Hey, hey,
here
hey.
at Deck 84. Can you hear?
Hi, I can.
I hope we
Can you
don't
hear
mess
me?
up any of the hair, but the headphones, we're
you know.
old school here. We get the good
Oh, I like
sound
that.
quality comes from the headsets. Great to see you again.
Great to see
be
you.
back
Thanks for
in
being here.
Congratulations on the approaching anniversary. And you were telling me that you've been with the Rapoport Restaurant Group for 14 years.
Yep, I sure have. Started here and, moved my way around. Was at Burt and Max's for a few years, then
Right.
opened to Prezo, came back here, and full circle for sure.
That's great. And just talk about how it's going. You survived, not just survived the summer, but we're saying you actually did okay.
We had a good summer.
Oh, that's
considering.
wonderful.
That's
We
good.
we're very lucky. We have some great locals that we've been able to count on over the years, and I really feel like this is a lot more of a family environment. So
Yeah.
people are, the staff is invested in our guests, and the guests are invested in our staff. We found that a lot of our promotions brought in some first-time guests, which has been great.
Okay.
And I would say, an overall, a very successful summer.
Now that season is here, do you still run promotions during the week? Are there still happy hours?
We do still have happy hour Monday through Friday from the bar and high top tables.
Okay.
It'll be 3 to 6 p.m. We have some great drink specials. All of our signature cocktails are 50% off,
Oh, wow.
Including this lovely
including
OG rum
the
runner?
OG rum runner.
Okay.
It's super fun. We also have great specials on our draft beer, seltzers. We have our Call brand liquors that are going to be $6 each. A lot of value there. An
Wow.
outstanding bar bites menu.
Nice.
And then also, don't forget about Taco Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
After 5 p.m., we have a choice of 2 or 3 tacos for $15 and $19 respectively. You can enjoy one of our house-made margaritas or a
Nice.
draft Pacifico
I know
included in
Bert takes
Oh,
his
nice.
margaritas and tequila seriously.
that. We all do. We all do. Yeah, we
And-
can't mess around with that.
And do you do any kind of wine Wednesday or any kind of wine promotion?
So that was one of our promotions during the summer.
Okay.
And stay tuned because it'll definitely be back next year.
Okay.
Nice.
got it.
On Wednesdays, that's all day.
Right.
when we run that promotion.
And weekend brunches, bands, music, all that stuff. That's what you're
All
known
that
for.
stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly right. So brunch is from opening until 2 p.m. We also have some great new brunch features on this new menu. We have to have you guys back for sure to try some of that.
Yeah.
And then
We're here.
live music. We have live music Fridays from 3 to 5:30. So it's definitely a kicked up happy hour.
Nice.
Great vibes outside on the deck. And then Saturdays and Sundays 2 to 5:30.
Mhm.
And a lot of our bands, they're locals. They have, really great set list, fits in with our vibe here. Great energy on the weekends.
Defo loves the live music, so
Yeah, heading to a show tonight, actually, at the Funky Biscuit, Boca
Okay.
Raton. It's going to be a
Oh.
lot of fun. John Nemeth,
okay,
the name of
nice.
the guy. But anytime you can catch, and there's so much talent here. That's the other thing.
Yeah, there really is.
People don't realize how many great musicians are right here in the South Florida area.
And it's nice
So,
to have that.
yeah.
Again, it just boosts the atmosphere. Not that you need any boosting here with the lovely view of the Intracoastal.
Mayo, I mean, speaking of which,
Oh, yeah,
I can't
let's-
believe you haven't indulged
Oh,
in
well,
any
we're
of
going to
this
get
food,
into the
man.
food. I
mean,
just wanted to kind of get just all the, the different.
when have you ever held
specials.
back like this? I
Yeah.
mean, you must have just done
Because
the
I
injection.
did the
Yeah, yeah.
injection on Monday evening
all
after
right.
the show. I'm on one of those GLP-1s, and
He's on drugs.
and yeah, it's otherwise you would
Yeah,
there would be
animal.
This would have been
There'd be debris
annihilated
everywhere.
back in the day.
Lots
Lots of
very,
fresh
very ugly.
vegetables, local produce.
Yep,
This
yep.
beet salad is
you read my mind.
amazing.
I needed a salad today. I even told my daughter, she's up in Tallahassee, and she had a salad at her sorority house for lunch. I said, yes, it sounds like a good idea to have a
Yeah.
salad. So beet salad with some carrots.
We have
and-
some roasted baby carrots. We
Mhm.
have the golden and red beets, crushed pistachios,
Nice.
house-made lemon and herb vinaigrette, which I'm
Mm.
so excited for you all to
Beautiful.
try.
And is it a whipped feta or what's?
It is a whipped goat and mascarpone cheese.
Ooh,
There you go.
Whoa.
that's
Oh,
Creamy
oh,
and
that's heavy
dreamy,
duty.
and
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
do love a good.
This is very unusual, though. Normally, you would have dug into about 3 of those conch fritters already.
No, I
Mayo.
this is the new me. When
Yeah.
when I have the Ozempic working overtime, that's good. My body craves the vegetables and the fresh
That's amazing.
things,
There you go.
and
Wow.
the fried conch fritters is all you guys because I am.
But what about
Fry
now?
free.
Oh.
What's in this ball here?
That
was-
is our signature crab cake.
ooh.
Fresh blue
There's a
crab.
cake. Get out.
And
Interesting.
The
I've
only breading
Carve
is on
that
the,
up, man.
It's
Don't
exactly
even
right.
hold back.
the
you know?
panko breading on the
Look,
outside.
Lubie went right for his knife.
Yeah.
I'm going to squeeze a little lemon on it, and I'm glad we've
Ooh,
got
oh,
the
what? Look
eating
at this.
portion. Now we've got
That
what
a
is it?
frozen
like a
Hammers
espresso
out of her
espresso
mind. I mean,
martini?
look at this.
You nailed it.
Wow.
Wow.
That is something I haven't
You
seen.
guys are fun.
I also
What
have
is
not
that
seen
now?
a crab
This is
cake.
so
That
fun.
I thought it was an arancini, one
Yep.
of those
I
rice.
thought it was something like
But
that.
this is
Just
look
wait.
at that.
Oh my
Look
God!
my
Look at how much
God,
crab
yeah.
there is.
Wow,
It's all
that's
crab.
beautiful. I hope
It's all
people-
crab.
There's like a live
You know
crab
what?
in there.
I gotta
It's
take a
unbelievable.
picture. We'll post
That's-
it on the
I don't
socials
think I've-
after the show.
I know a lot of places try to not use filler. But I don't think I've ever seen it be just crab.
No, that's
No,
It's
no,
just
it's
crab.
like a whole crab
It's
too.
just
We have a
crab.
little. There's a little lemon, a little lemon
Yeah,
zest,
yeah.
some fresh
but
parsley.
there's
so
no
not
breading.
all
But there's a
crab.
lot of
Notice how he
crab.
switched off to salad.
yeah. No, I went right.
Immediately,
When I
oh
saw
my
that,
God.
Because that's
took
the thing
like
is, even when they're, it still is usually I don't not ground, but it's not chunks of crab. Like that is
Wow.
really impressive.
that is one of the better crab cakes I've had in town.
One of the better. I think you might want to amend that. It might be the best I've ever seen. What are you talking about?
It is great. That's a great.
That's
crab cake.
beautiful.
It
Thank you
is.
so much.
And you know
Smells
what?
great too. I'm glad you cut that open because
A
it really the
a-
aroma is great.
You know what? I'm amending it. I'm saying it's the best that's available.
Thank you
now
very much. There you go.
Because, unfortunately, a place that had one of my favorite crab cakes. It was a Baltimore-based outfit that was Lock Bar right next to Max's Grill down
Yeah,
there.
They're done.
They're done. They're out of.
Yeah.
They closed up over the
Yeah,
summer,
that's fantastic.
and they had more of a traditional puck-shaped
Yep.
crab cake.
Wait a minute, your boat's just pulling in. Mike.
But oh yeah, and that's the other thing we got to
Gotta
mention.
go.
Dockage here, right?
That's
You
great.
do have
We
dockage?
surely do. We have 140 feet of dock
Wow.
space.
So you can bring your boat, pull right up, come on in, not like some other
Or
places.
you can stay out on your boat.
Or stay out.
Oh,
we have,
really?
We have
Of the
full
Serbian?
service available on the boats.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
well,
impressive.
Based on
good.
availability, of course, but our
Yeah.
dock hands are all able to serve right
That's great.
outside.
Swipe that down.
That's it. You're
So you
done.
can stay right on your boat. We're,
That's
we're happy to
amazing.
have you come in, of course.
Yeah.
but the options there for
Well,
sure.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No,
fantastic.
this crab cake is fantastic. Again, I was thrown by the shape because I thought it was.
Well, there's
rice
so
ball,
much.
but
like, look
packed
at this.
with just crab
Actually,
meat.
that's
No
just
filler,
straight crab
practically.
meat.
That's a great start.
And that,
Warren.
that fresh
beautiful.
citrus aioli too is
Yeah,
really,
it's really nice.
Mm.
It's really
so
nice.
happy you're all enjoying.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good. And you know what? I was a little bit scarred and scared of beets for a while because my parents grew up having a lot of borscht in
Mhm.
Brooklyn. They had cold borscht in the summer and hot borscht in the winter, and I
Jesus.
wanted no
You're
part of
done.
borscht. And for a while, I was beet averse. But
Exactly.
I really love these beet salads now, especially when you get the golden beets along with the regular purple ones, and you mix it up and with some carrots. And this is great. It's a very
Thank you.
health conscious.
The other piece too. So we're featuring 60 South salmon as
Okay.
well.
Nice.
So this salmon is amazing.
Nice.
And you throw a grilled piece of the salmon on there,
Oh,
flaky,
on the salad.
fresh,
Nice,
right
yeah.
on the salad. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
bet you sell a lot of salmon in Delray. A lot of people love
We
that.
do.
It's healthy.
do.
It's
And for
light.
those who don't know, 60 South refers to the degrees of the, I guess it's the latitude or the
That's correct.
latitude. So it's all the way almost at Antarctica.
Oh,
or
wow.
Very cold waters. I've had occasion to have that salmon. It's great. It's a great product. So,
It's great for sure.
Mm.
Um,
what do we got
And what
here?
is this
Oh,
last beautiful
Cupcake
dish in
delicious.
front of us?
Wow, unbelievable.
this is our American Wagyu short rib.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
Ooh.
baby.
It's braised.
Sounds like serious
We have
business.
it's about as serious as a fall dish as you can get, in my humble opinion. Of
Now,
course.
what's the
Yeah, but it still looks like there's lighter accompaniments, which is cool.
There is, so we actually have a butternut squash puree at the base,
Ooh,
and then
nice.
some roasted vegetables, including asparagus, carrots, the wine braised mushrooms that are cooked and reduced down with the sauce.
Looks great.
And
Looks
that
great.
it's,
butternut scotch
I gotta do
puree? It just screams fall, autumn. What
Yep.
a great dish for
Yep.
the.
Thank you.
And now that we actually get a little
The weather's
I
been
know.
nice. Yeah.
fall,
Doors are open.
Weather's been beautiful.
you know, when it gets down into the 60s or 50s in Florida, this is the kind of dish
Yeah,
that
that's perfect.
fits perfectly.
It's a little bit of
So
both.
congratulations on having a seasonally appropriate, menu items, which is, something that you pride yourself on.
We certainly do, and it's great. We have a lot of options and resources and great suppliers here. So we definitely want to highlight what we have to offer in South Florida too.
Well, and what I appreciate with you guys is, and because Burt talked to, we asked, well, how does he think he's been able to last so long? And he talked about culture. And I think a big part of what you guys do and what I've been impressed by is and a lot of the places we go to that seem to find a way to just keep moving, especially in South Florida, which is a very hard market, is you guys never rest on your laurels. Like, you guys are always looking for new dishes. You're always hiring new people. You're always looking. I know you guys want to do more to the restaurant. It's a very well-appointed establishment, but you guys are always like looking ahead. You're not looking at what's going on today.
Yeah, and we do pride ourselves on our culture. I think that's it's probably one of my favorite things about this organization, honestly. Burt has created an environment where we feel that we can manage to our personal and professional values. And what that does is it creates a wonderful environment for our staff, which from a business standpoint is great because happy people are happy to take care of our guests.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that they're all set up for success, that they know that they're important to the business. And then our turnover is very low, but we're always happy to bring in some of these outstanding candidates that are in the area too. So it's really a pleasure to work in a place that has that culture.
Well, and we keep hearing people, and Burt talked about it. It's been tough to find people, tough to hire people. People in this market are a lot more whimsical with their work standards. And Burt's like, well, that doesn't fly here. It seems like you guys have found a way to just keep higher level staff happy when a lot of places it seems like are struggling to do that.
Again, I'd like to say that it starts at the top. Honestly, it's I've worked in this industry for 2/3 of my life.
Wow.
Okay.
And a third of my life has been for Burt.
Yeah.
Right.
And we've all seen a lot,
Mhm.
right? But to have standards and values that are supported,
And you've been able to uphold them, it feels like.
100%. But it's somehow we've attracted people
Right.
that are interested in working in those
Because the
environments.
reputation is such that you have to take ownership for yourself here,
Yeah.
but
But it'll be
you
worth
are
it.
also given trust and responsibility. Like he gives you room to grow or move
Absolutely,
around.
and we all are able to provide that to our staff. Then,
Okay.
you know, I've had hosts that are now our bartenders.
Right.
Okay.
You know, we grow our staff, and again, that's the culture that
And I think Burt was telling me that the executive chef here now started off as a front of the house guy, or
absolutely
Oh,
correct.
wow.
you know, and he's
Absolutely
now become one of the
correct.
most talented chefs. You know, and Burt loves him. And from tasting all
These
this food,
comforters, you're going to have to put a number on that in terms of top rated.
All
now,
right, I'm
man.
gonna be amending
I know
myself.
you have to like,
I'm
be
usually
careful.
not a comforter fan, right?
No, that's the thing. is
I'm
when he
trying
likes comforters, that's a
to
big deal.
avoid the fried foods, but I just took a bite of this, and with the is it a remoulade
It
sauce?
is a spicy remoulade.
Spicy
That is a very
remoulade gives
spicy
it a good
remoulade
kick.
sauce. Yeah.
And this is a very flavorful, very nice comforter. Thumbs up, Lunchbox approved.
Ooh.
All these dishes, and you can really
So
tell. about,
sometimes it's too heavily fried and you don't really get the flavors.
Bingo.
no,
They,
this-
they hit this right on the
it
head.
comes out. You
Yeah.
can actually, taste the conch in there. A nice little chunks of it. Great, all kinds of herbs and looks like peppers, and it's just a very a flavor medley.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's-
listen
love
to you,
flavor
flavor medley.
medleys.
Flavor medley.
he just dug that out of his
I don't
rear
think he's
end.
ever
and
used
believe
that
me,
term
he-
ever.
I'll
yeah,
take
he
it.
must have written that in the sunset
No,
or
and,
something a long
and,
time
and the
ago.
short rib dish, like a lot of times I just say, oh, short rib again. The flavor on that from the braising, and I guess it's just it soaks it up. So even when you have that interior, which is really moist and tender, that flavor comes through all the way, and then you swipe it through the butternut puree, and you get the wine infused marinated mushroom. That's a great dish.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm very happy with that.
Thank you so much.
I'm-
We're really excited.
I'm not happy that my
You're getting full.
medications are inhibited.
Yeah, no,
and
you
I
wanna eat
can't
all of
eat
this.
another
Yeah.
bite.
We'll get
I'm
you
like,
back on track.
I'm so happy. Like that crab cake. Seriously, you're right, Defo.
Crab cake
I
is
can't think of
awesome.
a better crab cake in town.
Conch
now.
fritter is as good as anything I've ever had.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying this because we're here. And then Lubie, well, we always used to tease him because he used to tout the steamed vegetables at Landlubbers. And we're thinking it's steamed vegetables. But
But if you do
these
vegetables,
vegetables, the
well,
way they're prepared, fantastic. I don't even know if you need the meat. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, Lauren,
Thank you.
Flavorful. I mean, really, you can see the difference
we
in
can
quality here. It's amazing.
and we can
Thank you.
easily see why it has lasted 15 years. And I don't know
And
if
there's
you're
no
happy
stopping
about
now.
this. It'll probably be another 15 at least years. Are you ready for the long haul,
I
Lauren,
surely am.
Okay.
I surely am.
And we're going to take our first break. I do have a couple of things to say about the frozen espresso martini.
Did you try it yet?
But we're after the break. Let's
All
and next we're gonna also bring in the chef. I know Defo, you've got to go.
I have to bail out.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of stuff going.
That's
but,
okay.
yeah.
so bring the chef
Thanks for
on.
That's
coming
good.
in.
We have like
I
musical
love this
chairs
place,
today,
yeah.
rotating cast of characters. The great Burt Rapoport.
There's a lot to
joined
showcase
us.
I don't
here
know
at
that there's
Defo.
more of a mensch. I mean, we met a lot of great people in this business through the show and through the years of being here. But Burt's one of my all-time favorites,
great-
and always will be.
One,
Right,
it's a-
right at the top of the list.
The way the staff
Yeah.
is around him is what, to me, you can tell a lot
Yeah.
that people don't run and hide,
Yeah.
but they also have a clear respect. Is the kind of thing I always look to work for. Like you don't
Yeah.
always get in the restaurant
Absolutely.
business.
I wish he was coaching the Dolphins. I really do, because the
could use it.
players would respond. He's got the
100%.
right approach. I mean, people, respect the man, and at the same time, they understand that he's a human being and understands
and
people's.
you're right. Restaurateurs are kind of like coaches.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
CEOs, GMs. I mean,
100%.
they've got to set a tone.
You
for
can see the
whole
philosophy is reflected in
organization.
everything.
He
that's
used the word
going on.
culture.
Yeah.
Where else do you hear that word but sports?
And again, Lauren here runs that culture. How many employees here at Deck 84?
103.
Oh wow,
What?
that's a lot. And
Wait a
again,
minute,
that
this
includes
thing, like,
kitchen, back of the house,
Just breaks
everything.
right up. This is
And,
unbelievable.
when it's a big 7-day-a-week lunch and dinner operation, you need that much staffing so that people can be taken care of properly, and they do that here. All right,
I think you need another bite of
I'm
one of
gonna-
these. I mean, you really do.
I'm gonna
He'll have
gonna
a
have
few
another
bites.
I
bite.
can't- I
know,
can't leave
I know.
without
It's
seeing you,
not
like,
close
scarf
to
this
her.
down,
It's
'cause
beautiful.
the
I
meat
love
was
it.
so tender.
Yeah, it's got
It's insane,
beautiful-
yeah.
Taste that flavor on the inside. It's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Before we take the first break, Lubie, I'm sorry, but we got to just give a word about the upcoming Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine
Yep.
Festival. Talked to Phil and Kate yesterday. They're doing great. They keep signing up new folks that are
Nice.
going to be taking part in the various events.
Nice.
And you can also take part in lots of the different events, whether it's the intimate dinners around town, some of the seminars, classes that they're conducting, or the bigger events like the grand tasting on Saturday, January 24th. It's all coming up January 19th to the 25th of next year, but it's less than 2 months away, or about 2 months away. And VLFoodWine.com is the website where you can go to get all your tickets today. Act fast, because a lot of the dinners are already sold out, 4 of them. But there's still a bunch of availability for some great places with great tastes, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And the grand tasting, VIP tickets are already sold out. There are still general admission, but not for long. So you want to get those tickets today, because that is one of the big events, a big highlight on the local Visit Lauderdale, Greater Fort Lauderdale area calendar. Again, VLFoodWine.com is the place to go to check it all out. Get your tickets today. We are going to be happily eating and being a part of it, and it's going to be a fantastic time. VLFoodWine.com makes a perfect stocking stuffer and gift for the food lover in your life with the upcoming holidays. We'll see you there in January. All right, let's take the first break.
Great job.
Thanks,
Wow.
guys.
Hang out for a little
Appreciate
bit.
you.
Thank you so much.
And
My pleasure.
You're going to be sticking around. I'm going to bring in Chef
I surely am.
Darren, and then maybe we'll talk a little bit with the bartender as well.
You
And
bet it.
we got the whole cast here at Deck 84.
Have you taken a sip of this
15
thing
years.
yet,
15
Michael?
years.
I
After
mean,
the break,
before
it's
I
not
go,
gonna
I
melt.
really need to
It's
see
not
you
too
try
hot
some of
today.
this.
We're good. All right, we'll be back with more after these words. A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years. Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Great seafood and more at Mignonette, Miami. It's in the Edgewater neighborhood at 210 Northeast 18th Street, close to the Arch Center and Heat Arena. Mignonette is open every day for dinner, and it serves the freshest fish and raw bar items with a daily selection of the finest oysters around. Chef owner Danny Surfer and his team are eager to please. Mignonette is Michelin Guide recommended and Lunchbox approved. For reservations and information, go to mignonnettemiami.com.
Hey Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligan's, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks, just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. The finest quality,
Joe bees. The bees collect the pollen.
The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Hey, it's Mayo here for Prezzo Italian Restaurants. 2 locations, Boca Raton at Park Place on Military Trail and Palm Beach Gardens in the PGA Commons on PGA Boulevard. Contemporary Italian cuisine with house-made pastas, wood-fired pizzas, salads, veal, chicken, and of course their famous focaccia bread with oven-roasted garlic bulbs. In Garlic We Trust is their slogan, and you can trust Prezzo for a great experience with gracious service and tremendous value. Open 7 days, featuring brunch, lunch, dinner, and happy hour. Great wine deals and full bar at both locations. For reservations and more information, go to eatprezzo.com. Same great Thai food, beautiful new location. I'm talking about Eat Thai, now in Boca Raton at 6299 North Federal Highway. Thai cuisine is having a moment, and Chef Sopanut makes some of the best in South Florida. A hip and modern spot with authentic Thai street food and some innovative twists. The spicy oxtail soup, Thai bouillabaisse, shrimp ceviche, and classic noodle dishes will wow you. And they now offer full liquor and craft cocktails too. Open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Go to eatthaiflorida.com for more information. Hey, we're back at Deck 84 in Delray Beach. It's right there at the intersection of Atlantic Avenue and the Intracoastal, 840 East Atlantic Avenue. I think I finally got it.
Nailed it.
And rotating cast, Defo is gone. The great Burt Rapoport had to go to a meeting, but we still have lovely Lauren, general manager, and the chef here at Deck 84 as they celebrate their 15th anniversary. Chef Darren, welcome to the Lunchbox. How are you today?
Thanks. I'm fantastic.
Great. Thank you for sending out this wonderful array of food.
I hope you enjoyed.
I've given the big Lunchbox seal of approval, thumbs up. That crab cake is outstanding. I got confused. I thought it was a rice ball arancini, and then we, Lauren explained that it was a crab cake. We opened it up. Lo and behold, nothing but beautiful crab meat, and flavor is great. Thank you. Short rib is great. The beet salad with the carrots are great. The spicy remoulade with the conch fritters, all great. So,
well, I'm glad you enjoyed.
Keep up the good work. And I guess we've been talking a lot with Lauren and Burt about culture here at Rapoport Restaurant Group and Deck 84. And you've been a member of the team for a long time, and you started off not in the kitchen, right?
Yeah. I started off with Burt in like 2006.
Wow.
Front of the house.
Almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years. But I started in the business in 1992, corporate world. So I spent a lot of time in the kitchen there.
Okay. Oh, you have kitchen experience. Which of his restaurants you started off at? Which one?
Henry's.
Okay.
I started at Henry's. From there, I went to Opus 5. From there, we opened one in West Palm Beach, Clematis Social.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're back to Henry's. At some point, I was at Bogart's for a while.
Okay.
So I've
He's
done.
made his rounds.
And
That's
I didn't
the
realize
moral
all
there.
those were Burt. With those,
They surely
he
were.
opened them, and you know, God bless him. He opens places, and then if something needs to be changed, he'll just kind of move along and keep going forward. He's like a shark. He just
Yep. Yeah,
keeps
keeps it moving.
barreling forward.
He
I
need-
didn't.
He needs to stay busy enough to not go to Publix.
That's what he said.
That's
That's exactly what he
said.
said. He's like, I don't want to be the guy shopping with my
His
wife.
wife.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you
I
know
think
what?
that's me.
I understand that because when I go out shopping with my girlfriend, it doesn't work.
No,
It's
no,
like,
we fight.
I'm very set in my ways. And
It doesn't work well. Bert's a smart man.
she orders from the what's it called, the
Instacart. That's what
Yeah.
my wife's thing.
And I'm very dead set opposed to Instacart.
Hate
It's like
it.
I don't want anybody picking my
Yep.
fruit or produce. I
Yep.
want to touch my own produce. I
Yep.
want to pick it in the cart. And yeah,
I
that's
personally love shopping.
yeah,
I really do. By myself, but I love shopping.
That's not me.
that's
That's not
what
me.
chefs do. They love to kind of inspect their all their goods and food.
Correct.
So what prompted the switch back to the kitchen? I mean, because it takes a kind of special person to go from front. Well, I mean, I don't know, and I don't want to begrudge or denigrate the fine diners here in the Delray Boca area. I know some of them can be challenging, but did they send you scurrying back to the kitchen like I can't deal with it anymore? All the
Well, originally, I actually a while back, I actually was a chef for P.F. Chang's.
Oh wow!
And at that time, working in Boca Raton in the front of the house for X amount of years, sent me into the back of the
Yeah,
house.
Okay.
the Boca modifications. I was
Give me the
talking.
hell away.
I was talking with somebody at an event last night who works part-time as a server at one of my favorite places. It begins with an H, but she was talking about how they try to decline modifications. That's one of their rules there. But that some of these people, mainly women, who try to like totally reinvent the dish, and it gets a little frustrating at times. How do you handle that?
So, we're a yes restaurant.
Okay. Yes.
We're a yes restaurant. So if it is within our power,
You try to
we
get it
try
done.
to try to get it done.
I love that because the other place that I've gone on a continuous harangue, I call the House of No. Even though they have dockage at their place in Pompano, they don't let any boats pull over.
Yeah, they don't let you do that.
It's kind of weird, but enough of
Huh.
that. That's
Yeah.
begins with an H and ends with a ton.
know
Deck
that one.
84 is the House of Yes.
Yes.
They
We're the
are
House
in
of
the
Yes.
hospitality business.
Yeah.
And Lauren, I just want to ask you, upcoming holidays, everybody wants to know, where can I go? Is it open Thanksgiving, Christmas? What's your holiday
So
schedule?
this is very exciting. So Thanksgiving, we've been building up for a long time. We are open for all the holidays. We do have some limited hours. Nothing too crazy. We want to make sure, again, back to the culture piece, we want to make sure people have time with their families as well. So how do we do both? So we limited our hours. Thanksgiving, we're open 12 until 7, but we are fully
Okay.
committed for reservations
Oh, wow.
right now.
Okay, so
That doesn't, we'll still be accepting walk-ins, of course.
okay, a few
And then
walk-ins.
I'm sure there'll be a couple of reservations that'll be opening up the week of. But just keep that in mind. We're really excited about it. Limited
glad that
menu,
you're-
special, traditional
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
nice.
Yeah, so
the
it'll
turkey
be
with
great.
all the trimmings, and then
Exactly right.
some other options as well.
It will be, yep. So the short rib will be available.
I'm
That
gonna see this
a,
break.
a whole bunch of salads and handheld. So it'll be something for everyone. A midday snack or the full meal. So and then Christmas Eve, we're open from 12 until 8.
Okay.
Christmas Day, 12 to 7:30.
Nice.
And then New Year's Eve, we have a whole lot of stuff happening
Separate
here.
bookings. Do you have like an early and a late shift? And
We're actually going to be taking reservations throughout a whole bunch of different time
Oh, wow.
slots.
okay.
So live music starts at 9:30.
Okay. Are there
Um,
different price points for the later you get to closer to midnight?
We're going to
or-
have our all-day menu and the same specials
Same,
available
okay.
for the
Oh, wow.
entire
All right.
evening.
Oh, wow.
I like
Everything's
that.
a la carte, so it's not prefix, which is
Makes
also
it
really
easier
nice.
Yeah.
on you guys and in the kitchen as well. 'cause-
Absolutely.
Nice. So,
Yeah, so
all
we're
right. So,
excited.
for all the holidays, Deck 84 is available for your needs. But again, fully booked for Thanksgiving. That means you have quite the following, right?
We're excited.
That's good. How many covers?
Almost
400
400 from 12 to
400.
7.
You better get
And-
those turkeys cooking already.
Yeah, that's a lot of turkey.
We're
Get
we're
those
already
birds in the
on it.
oven.
Well, I think last year we did like another 300 walk-ins.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
that's a lot. All right. All
So we're
good.
moving.
Nice.
But I mean, look at this. It's
Well, I was
not a
gonna
bad
say,
way
this
in
is a
Florida.
great-
It's not a bad view.
Yep. Well, and now, like I was telling Mayo off air, what I appreciate about you guys is you could just, it's South Florida, where you're located, and Burt talked about the location. You could just walk in here and people will be happy. Whatever you serve them, they'd be happy, to be brutally honest, because the view is fantastic. You guys, it looks beautiful. I love how colorful it is. So you walk in, there's light everywhere. But you guys take the food really seriously, which a lot of places on the water with this view don't always do that, at least from my experience. So the fact that you guys make every dish something that people will remember, people will enjoy, is, again, it goes along with everything else you guys talk about.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to us.
Yeah, and let me just ask, did I hear something about, is sushi on the menu, coming back to the menu? It's one of those things that's by popular request, I guess. Chef?
It'll be coming back. Right now it's taking a little hiatus,
Right.
but we are working on bringing that back. But we're also bringing, for the first time, a raw bar.
Ooh,
Oh, now
that's what I
that
saw.
is
That's
a
what I saw.
perfect fit. Okay, right back here.
This is going to be the raw bar, and that's
Okay.
going to be the guy Scotty running it over there.
Oh, nice.
Nice. And you know what? I didn't even realize that didn't have those options. But so what is going to be here? Some
you're
oyster
adding those items?
specials,
Oysters, clams.
Mhm.
Oh,
We're gonna do
yeah,
some
shrimp
steamers.
cocktails, steamers.
Nice.
And up until now, you guys don't offer that, but you're going to be offering that.
We sure are.
Nice. All right. And then, wow. So again, in Florida, people kind of expect to have
Yep.
a whole bunch of seafood stuff, and
Yep.
having the raw bar, another element that will, again, raise Deck 84 to the next level for the next 15 years and beyond. So
That's it.
it's all going to be good. All right. I think we should take our second and final break.
Let's do it.
And then we're going to come up and wrap up this edition. I don't know if we wanted to. Oh, you know what? I had to talk about the espresso martini, but
That's
I
right.
don't know if we're going to get the mixologist or if they're still called bartenders.
Yeah, we can get
here.
Scotty on. If you want.
Yeah.
But this is something, again, novel that I haven't seen before. The frozen espresso martini. What is the story behind that?
So we all know, espresso martini.
It's a big thing. Everyone
Big
loves it.
thing. It's a big thing. But so are frozen drinks.
Yes.
In Florida.
Yes.
And on the water.
Yes.
So we sourced out this amazing product, and we're kicking it up a notch. So there's going to be a little floater of Kahlua already on there. I mean, it's
I know this is really good.
So it's been popular. It's a hit.
I would say.
Yeah.
This is
do you do
fantastic.
regular espresso martinis? The
We certainly
non-frozen.
do.
So you
Absolutely.
again, because you are on the
Yeah, you guys are great
business.
about
We
that.
are.
You know where you cannot get any type of espresso martini?
At H ton.
The House of No. And I was blown away by this because I was talking again to this young lady who was at this event.
Oh, they don't do espresso martinis?
No, not
Really?
at all.
What?
And she said,
Or they don't.
if
He
she
has
had
a Blood and Mary
if she-
issue with them, but I thought everyone does an espresso martini.
she had
Oh
a dollar for
my
every
God.
time that she had to turn down a request
Oh
for
my
espresso
God. Wait, that's-
martini.
In South
And
Florida,
that blows my mind because they're the House of No. And I don't like to denigrate other places, but I do love to harp
but
on
them, yeah, but that's
And-
weird. How do you get away?
I don't
Like,
know.
it's such a big deal. They're like shifting to doing a frozen version.
In
Right.
Which is
addition
fantastic.
to,
In addition to
in
the regular
addition
one,
to,
which is-
yes,
yeah,
we're
I mean, it's
expanding.
like
Yeah, you're
trying
not
to
getting
open
off
an
of it,
Italian
exactly.
restaurant without chicken parm. You're not going to get away with it because people are just going to ask you all day long. They're going to ham you chicken parm, chicken parm. Same thing now. If you got any woman who's between 21 and pretty much 60, they want an espresso martini, and even Lubie
I'm
loves
saying
it.
I like them. I don't know if it's a woman
We have
thing.
espresso martinis 2 ways.
There you
You
go.
Got to
ways.
come try the frozen though.
House
It's
of Yes.
fantastic.
One more reason why I love it. Do you well, since you work front of the house, did you ever work bartender or anything like
The
that?
only spot I never worked.
No,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
take that guy with me, so I don't have to.
Yes, right.
Good. Any parting thoughts there, Darren? Are you looking forward to the upcoming season and kind of coming up with new dishes and the new raw bar and possibly the retooling and the relaunch of sushi?
I'm very excited, particularly the raw bar. But I don't think we've mentioned also for Burt. I opened a deli with him, Rappy's.
I was
years ago.
there at the beginning, and you did a lot of newfangled things, which I appreciate. I thought some of those items were great.
They
but
were.
the old timers are like, I don't know.
It's not 2Js. We don't like it.
Right.
But we're not doing 2Js here. But we did just get in the smoker, and we will start to be doing pastrami's,
Ooh.
smoked turkey, and smoked fish. And
Oh my
And
God.
smoked mozzarella for
Smoked
sandwich. We're going to
mozzarella.
smoke everything.
There you go.
Well,
yes,
good. That
So,
sounds it sounds great. Again, come on into Deck 84. If you can't make it for the big anniversary celebration next Wednesday, then come on in. You guys are open 7 days a week.
We surely are.
And you've got, of course, the great live music and brunches on the weekends. and lunch and dinner every day. It is a special place to be able to survive in this market.
Yeah,
for 15 years. So
Well, they're
you.
thriving. That's what's amazing is that they're thriving.
congrats. All right. Before we take our second break, Lubie, I have to mention. So the event I went to last night, it was at the new-ish Norman Love Confections. And I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's a high-end chocolatier and dessert salon that started on the west coast of Florida. There's a guy actually named Norman Love, and he loves chocolates. And they have opened 2 locations in South Florida. One is in Delray Beach right here on Federal Highway. Another one in Boca Raton on St. Andrews Boulevard. Last night they had like a VIP holiday event where they introduced their whole lineup of chocolates and other things for the upcoming holidays. They had some great chocolates, and they're so pretty. These things are beautiful. They look just amazing. They have macarons as well, but they basically have, for the holidays, they had a whole lineup of Hanukkah chocolates, a whole lineup of Christmas chocolates. They had a chocolate babka chocolate I had last night. They had a black and white cookie one. They had, for the holidays, that candy cane one. Just so many great things. And again, I urge everybody, even if you can't make it to one of their 2 locations here in South Florida, you could go right online to normanloveconfections.com, normanloveconfections.com, and you can make your holiday gift giving easy because you can shop for the dessertaholic, chocoholic in your life. And again, these things are so pretty. They're like little jewels, little pieces, little works of art. You feel guilty about eating them until you eat the first one, and then you can't stop. And I had about like way too many of them. My A1C level is just shot.
Well, what I love is that the flavors are very specific, and it is the thing it says.
Yeah.
Like it'll say like some fruit, and you're like, okay, it's not going to taste like that. And it'll taste like the fruit, but with a chocolate flair.
Yeah, and they did a lot of the holiday spiced kind of things to go along in the chocolates. Very distinct, very, really,
it's fantastic. No, that place
high
is
quality stuff. Check it out online, normanloveconfections.com, or go to one of their 2 shops. I'm going to be in one of their 2 shops the Monday before Thanksgiving to preview the whole holiday lineup and the Black Friday. They're going to have some special deals going on with their CEO, Lisa Fisher, who has been on the show. We did it when they first opened the Boca location in June. That was a lot of fun. Not a lot of fun for my waistline.
It's
but
the holidays. What are you
it's the holidays. All caution to the winds.
Exactly.
So Norman Love, welcome to the Lunchbox family. We're going to be, talking a lot about them in the next few months, all the way up to Valentine's Day. Because, who doesn't?
The holiday season's all the way through Valentine's.
Yeah, it's all good. All right. We will take our second break. Chef Darren, get back to the kitchen. Good job as usual. And Lauren, I guess we're going to bring in the bartender there, Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty would be great.
Yeah, we're going to have Scotty jump in here after the break.
We'll sing his praises about all his cocktails after these words. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Looking for a real New York slice? Check out Peter's Pizzeria, your neighborhood pizza shop. With 2 locations, 1166 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach and 897 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca Raton. Slices, whole pies, specialty pizzas, heroes, rice balls, salads, pastas, and Mama's homemade desserts. It's New York flavor, Florida made. Originally from Long Island, Peter brings passion and pride to his pizzas. No matter where you're from, you'll feel right at home. Open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner with delivery and takeout. Place your order today at mypeters.com. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox
Yes,
at
sir.
Deck 84, getting ready to celebrate their 15th anniversary, the quinceañera.
Yes.
And then there was one. I'm here
Yes,
by
sir.
myself, but we're going to be joined in a moment by the great lead bartender here, Scotty, who's going to bring one more cocktail out. But you've already sucked down that almost that
It's really
whole OG rum runner.
What's funny is I'm not the biggest rum runner fan because sometimes it's either too sweet or too much alcohol. Like they did a really good job at blending the sweetness and the alcohol. That it is really done well. Like I'm pounding it.
And if you are done with that, I might have to keep going.
Go
It's
for
kind of
it.
like a
If you're enjoying it,
7-Eleven
go for it.
Slurpee.
Yeah, I was gonna
for
say it's like a
grown-ups,
Slurpee. Yep.
and I love it. I mean,
Nice.
look at this. The raw bar
Mr.
items
Scotty
just showed
doesn't
up. We
mess
got a
around.
shrimp cocktail. When you said you're going to get a cocktail, I didn't know you're going to get a shrimp cocktail.
Well,
That's
you wanna
good.
show
I can do
it.
both if you want. You want
No,
I'll read that for you.
Scotty, you've worked here how long now?
Well, I just started here. I
Okay.
worked for Burt many years ago.
Okay.
At Henry's.
Nice.
That's where I met Darren.
Yeah.
Chef Darren. He actually hired me there, and I've been working close by
Great.
Darren for like the last 13 years.
Nice.
Wow.
Even when he left Henry's, he went to a new venture to open another restaurant.
yeah.
He took me with him to be the bar manager over there. And then when he came here, we had a conversation about how he thought that
And he's been here about almost a year, or a little under a year.
Yeah. And he told me that he always had, he felt that a place like this should offer oysters and clams
Right.
and shrimp cocktail and stuff like that.
You don't have to ask me twice. I'm going in.
And
I love
you
shrimp
got a
cocktail.
tequila lime cocktail sauce too.
Oh, okay.
And something that it kind of like a light bulb went off in my head because years ago when I was 15 years old and I got my first job on the Jersey Shore, I worked for a seafood restaurant that did catering, and they would send me out and they taught me how to open oysters and that. And then they also have the sushi bar here, which 20.
Shuck 'em if you got 'em.
Yeah.
So you're a Jersey boy?
Yes.
What exit?
88.
88. Okay. No, and that's great. How long have you been in the South Florida area?
I've been in this area for about 23 years now.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So you're familiar with the ways of Delray, and obviously working for Burt before, then you know the culture here, and it must be exciting to be back.
It is exciting. So
Yeah.
we got a few more configurations to do behind the bar, and then we'll be up and running with some oysters and some clams. And
I love that cocktail sauce.
This
by
is
the way.
really
It's
nice.
a perfect blend of, like you said, it's tequila and lime.
tequila and lime. Yep.
Yeah, and a little bit of the horseradish, and it's got a little kick, but it's
Yep,
got
not much.
great flavors.
Yeah.
So well done on that. Looking
thank
forward to getting the raw bar.
Yeah,
items.
and I'm also going to do some. I made sushi 20 years ago, so I'm going to incorporate some of that
Right.
into the raw bars.
I know,
This will be
I
like
know
a
sushi was here before, and then things happened. But
Yeah.
now I think it's always popular, especially amongst, in South Florida. It's the weather is always warm enough that people want sushi. So that's a welcome addition back to the menu here. So,
yeah. So when I saw, when he was telling me the oysters, and one thing that resonated with me from Burt was many years ago when I worked for him, he always said the most expensive thing in a restaurant is an empty seat.
Ah,
Right.
Yeah.
And so when I see this area
Wise man.
and it doesn't get very full, I
Why
kind of
not use it?
let's use it and fill it up, and I'll be pouring drinks for the 10, 12 seats at the bar, popping some oysters. So it's almost like a bar and a show, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah,
you come and you'll have a good time over here.
It's a
Great.
another part of the experience.
Yeah, exactly. And if it's a little bit slow, I don't want to say slower pace, but if you don't want all the clutter of the, outside,
the vibe in here is a little bit more
low-key.
relaxed.
Yeah,
Feels
exactly.
like Florida Keys
Yep.
as opposed
Yep.
to out there.
Yeah, because tomorrow I'm actually all my old regulars from my last job where I was bartending. It was a smaller place, and they all reach out to me. We don't have any place to go anymore, and we don't have a
Yeah,
place
you
where
do
we feel
that. So
comfortable. So
if you've got
tomorrow,
a following, bring them
tomorrow I
on
got
in.
about 40 people coming in
Nice.
to do like a kind of a pseudo grand opening.
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
area,
yeah.
Bert's
so.
got to be happy about that.
Yep.
That'd be great.
And I am happy about this
Yeah, the shrimp's
frozen.
beautiful.
Well, the shrimp, yes, and the frozen,
espresso
espresso
martini.
martini.
Oh, yeah, you can't go wrong with that,
Something
right?
different, and
Yeah,
I
it's
said
very
it's like
good.
Yeah.
it's like an adult slushy.
Really is.
Yeah.
Like a Slurpee at 7-Eleven.
Yep.
When I tasted it, I don't know if you're familiar with Rita's Ice. It kind of reminded
Yeah,
me of
yes,
like if
yeah,
they made a coffee flavored ice.
Yeah.
That's what it would taste like.
Yeah, it's really nice. It has like really espresso martinis sometimes look a lot better than they taste.
Yeah.
This tastes as good as it looks.
When it comes to ice cream, I love coffee. I love
Yep.
mocha.
And this
I love
has
all
that.
and those ice. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
And
so
I mean, where else but South Florida? It's the best place to have that, right?
Once again, House of Yes here.
Yes.
You can get an espresso martini. I was telling Lauren and Chef Darren that there's a restaurant chain very highly regarded that I call the House of No, because they not only have a lot of rules. I was shocked because I was at an event last night with somebody who works both in PR and also has a couple of shifts at that restaurant. And they were saying that everybody asks for an espresso martini and they don't serve it there. They don't even make it there.
Which I don't
like
understand.
in this day and age where everybody and their mother and grandmother are drinking espresso martinis.
In the last 3 years, they became so popular.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Why wouldn't they want to do it?
No, and but again, that's just the difference between places that accommodate their customers, like
places
Deck
that
84,
do
and other places that I know. I've been on a harangue for years and years on this show, but it just annoys me because I told the bartender, she works as a server, about my Bloody Mary experience there when they refused to make a Bloody Mary on a day that's not Sunday. And I was like, how do you open? Like, you're a professional, experienced bartender. How are you not being able to assemble one made to order with ingredients on hand?
It takes 2 seconds. You should be any bartender should.
And I go back to this story all the time. But again, it was a holiday Monday lunch service in the middle of February in Florida. A whole bunch of retirees.
Yes, very
outside
seasoned.
patio.
Very seasoned.
Would you like something to drink,
for
sir?
vacation?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love a Bloody Mary. Oh, I'm sorry. We only do that for a Sunday brunch service with our special blend. I was like, you mean you can't make one to order? No. Okay, in that case, I'll have tap water, please. Thank you very much.
They lost out. Yeah.
So whatever. That's them. We
But
like
that
to
is not
focus
here.
on the positive, and the Burt and the Rapoport Restaurant Group likes to be in the yes business.
Customer focus.
Yeah. If it's something that we're capable of doing, we should be able to, because we're it's an experience for the guests. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
So
You want people to leave happy.
Yep.
Not hangry, or in my case,
And come back.
Yeah.
You want people to come back, like he's saying, that you want it to be an event / experience location.
that's a memory you leave in somebody's mind. If he's like, I really don't have that, but I can go get the ingredients that I need to make it. That's a memorable experience. You know what? I was there and they didn't have it, but they made it for me anyway. So
And that brings you back.
With the lobster bar, are you going to do any kind of lobsters or lobster roll? Is that? I hate to stump you, but
no. What we're gonna do first? Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 different types of oysters. Clams on the half shell.
I love clams on the half shell. It's underrated.
Got a
down
little
here.
steamer back there too, so we'll do steamed clams as well with some
You're a
casino
Northeast
butter.
guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as far as the sushi, we'll start out with a couple basic rolls, because I can't go too crazy because I do have a lot going on back there.
It's not-
You're doing drinks.
You got to kind of keep it streamlined.
Yeah, exactly. So a couple basic rolls that everybody loves, and then play it by ear. Maybe I do a special roll.
That's good.
You throw a few things to the wall, see what sticks. And then we'll go.
Yep, good. So raw bar, cocktail bar, everything, any kind of bar that you desire.
Right
here at Deck 84 with Scotty. I'm so glad we could meet you and
Yeah.
talk to you a little bit.
Absolutely. It's a
Welcome.
pleasure.
And again, I congratulate everybody here on the 15,
15 years.
years
Yeah.
and wish many more. Speaking of lobster, just one final word before we say goodbye today. I'm going to be going tonight to our place,
it's 2 days left.
Tropical Acres down on Griffin Road. It's been there for 76 years. And I'm going to have a little date night with Val. We're going to meet up. The Twin Lobster Special, only 3 nights left.
Look at Green. Yeah,
It
today
ends
tomorrow,
on Friday the 14th. They do have stone crabs throughout the season, but those great steamed, fresh New England lobsters, 2 of them, with a salad and a side dish for $39. It's an insane deal in this day and age. So I love Tropical Acres. They've been a long time sponsor of the show. And of course, you get your meats, the prime rib, the filet mignon, rack of lamb, all the things, because they are also filled up for Thanksgiving Day, just like Deck 84. No more reservations left, full up, but plenty of other nights to get in there during the holiday season. They still have availability for Christmas Day and New Year's Eve. Give them a call at 954-989-2500. Tropical Acres, home also of hospitality. Jack Studiali and his family are also in the yes business, just like Rapoport and Rapoport's restaurant group. All right, Scotty, any final words? Holiday season, is this something that you look forward to, or do people sometimes overindulge and then you have to kind of make sure everybody gets home safely?
No, usually it's a little bit more mellow because everybody's with their family. As a bartender, it's usually a little slower for me because people are with their families eating, but I'm gonna wrap my head around what maybe I can do some kind of holiday special coming out from behind the bar. And if we are filled up with reservations, you walk in, my bar is always going to have seats at it. So, come on in.
This is the part of the restaurant that, again, rain or shine, it's always comfortable in here. So it's nice. Come check it out. multiple layers, different rooms and areas of Deck 84. It's part of what makes it special and part of the Delray scene for 15 years.
A must go to.
Happy quinceañera to
There you
Deck
go.
84.
15 years, Deck 84.
All right. Again, we thank Burt Rapoport for stopping by, and of course, General Manager Lauren, the chef Darren, and of course the new barman, raw bar, cocktail bar, Scotty. We'll be tomorrow back at Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. We're going to eat some burgers tomorrow with our friends Lenore and company down in Fort Lauderdale. Come stop by if you want. We're going to be starting at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And then it's back to our usual Friday spot, Gulfstream 10 Palms, where they're going to have their big Italian feast food event this Sunday. Tickets remain, gulfstreampark.com. It's the Martinis, Paninis, and Linguini event. And
I'm going. I'm in. Yeah, we're in.
Going
Shirley and
too.
I are in. Yeah, we're
I think
stoked. Little Luca will be with his grandma, and mom and dad will be getting drunk and full. Gulfstream Parks.
Who's going to try?
My mom. It will be tabbed to watch.
She'll be tabbed to watch. But you take an Uber, or we'll figure that out.
I mean, the mom can go ham, and dad will take it slow.
I
just be to be there.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Again, Sunday the 16th. Taste at the Track.
Yep.
Martinis, Paninis, and Linguini. Joe Beja will see him on Friday. All right, that's it for today.
Mr. Scotty, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
My
Mr. Rapoport,
greatest
thank
compliments. Until tomorrow, everybody, enjoy every shrimp cocktail, enjoy every frozen espresso martini, and enjoy every sandwich.